back now at 8:30. You're looking outside our front door here at Rockefeller Plaza, where they've put together a garden show at great expense, seems. Not necessarily sure who's paying for this, but it is pretty. And we're back in Studio 3B. I'm Bryant Gumbel here with Katie Couric. In just a couple of moments, we're going to introduce you to Marita Welch. She is 90 years old. And for her, and perhaps for anyone who's reached that age, a lot of candles atop yet another cake just isn't enough. Marita wanted something more, something on the showy side to celebrate her birthday. As you will see shortly, she got her wish.
And then, Bryant, the start of our four-part series on Indecent Proposal, the new and sizzling movie starring Robert Redford, Demi Moore, and Woody Harrelson. The director, Adrian Lyne, at least, had a great time doing it.
8:31. Let's go ahead to the news desk. One more time, Margaret Larson.
Bryant and Katie, thank you. The shuttle Discovery may get another shot at a launch on Thursday. This morning's flight was called off just 11 seconds before liftoff. Apparently, the problem was mechanical. A valve had not opened, and the countdown was automatically stopped. It is still not clear why a Salvadoran jetliner skidded off a runway in Guatemala overnight. That plane careened down a hill and into a couple of houses, but all 224 people on board got out safely. That flight was en route to Los Angeles from San Salvador on a stopover in Guatemala City. Egyptian leader Hosni Mubarak meets with President Clinton today at the White House, and among the topics will be Egypt's warning to the U.S. of the dangers of Muslim fundamentalism in advance of the World Trade Center bombing in New York. But speaking with Bryant earlier on today, President Mubarak indicated no specific information had been offered.
No, there were exchange of ideas and information about what's happening in Egypt and about those who may go to the United States. But the evaluation is left to the American side.
Mubarak and Clinton are also expected to discuss human rights in Egypt and prospects for a lasting peace settlement in the Middle East. Well, the FBI says it has no faith in cult leader David Koresh's promise to end the Waco standoff after Passover. Federal negotiators will continue talking to Koresh during the Passover celebration, even though an attorney for the cult has asked that the members be left alone. Some sources indicate Koresh may not even begin observing Passover for another month. The standoff has entered its 38th day. In the Rodney King beating trial in Los Angeles, the jury is expected to view a videotape from last year's state trial against 4 L.A. police officers. That tape shows the testimony of one of the officers who described blows to Rodney King's head in violation of police department training. Defense attorneys had tried to block the tape, but they were not successful. Pope John Paul II today accepted the resignation of the Archbishop of Santa Fe, who's been implicated in a major sex scandal. Robert Sanchez has asked for forgiveness, but has not confirmed the allegations of 7 women who claimed they had sex with him. Tonight on Dateline NBC, the latest on a sex scandal at an L.A. high school in Lakewood, where athletes allegedly are racking up points for sex. That's Dateline NBC at 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. It is now 8:33, time for the weather, and Willard.
This morning's weather is brought to you by Cadillac, changing the way you think about American automobiles.
Hey, you got that right, Josie. There's nothing like it. You get behind that Fleetwood, get in there and push that seat back, turn on. Best stereo system I have ever heard in my entire life. Check it out. What an automobile, what a ride. I usually have my foot in my mouth. Now I have it on a cake on a plate, and I'm serving this to Margaret Larson. I believe Margaret and quite a few journalists are all a part of this. Television, is it TV broadcasters or print people too, or what is it?
Willard, it's network anchors who are also mothers who are involved in volunteering for the March of Dimes, who are all going to participate in Walk America later on this month. A great event for the March of Dimes to help prevent birth defects in this country.
That's terrific. So all you have to do is call 1-800-525-WALK, and you'll find out where you can walk and how you can pledge, right? Very good. Thank you so much. Pretty cake. We'll eat that one as soon as we can get off the air. Save that with that chocolate bunny. Happy birthday this morning. How sweet it is. I mean, Gene Turner of Downers Grove, Illinois. I think that's the 3rd Illinoisan we've had on the show, Illini. Happy birthday, pretty lady, 105 years old. Wish her a very happy birthday. And Ada O'Brien of Springfield, Tennessee is 103. And she is lovely, and we wish her a happy birthday. Beautiful, beautiful sun's trying to come out down here, but not a whole lot of help. It is going to be cool today. High temperatures only in the 40s and the 50s a little further north. We're in a pocket of cool air. 40s around the western Great Lakes down through the central Rockies where they'll have snow. Look at southern California, southern Texas, and southern Florida. Temperatures in the 80s. Thunderstorms, some could be severe. From Abilene on down, be on the lookout in Texas and parts of Oklahoma with rain clean up through the Plain State snow and the Rockies, and a very strong wind force on the Atlantic coast again. North Carolina and southern Virginia beaches could get some erosion. Rain in the northwest. Here's what's happening in your world, even as we speak.
It's now 39 degrees at the Weather Center. We have quite a bit of clouds over Wisconsin with a few breaks showing up in the southeast corner of the state. Low pressure to our west, producing some scattered rain showers and even some snow farther west. That new low pressure system is going to be heading in our direction, and tomorrow it'll spread an area of showers across Wisconsin that'll reach the Milwaukee area during the afternoon hours. For today, mostly cloudy skies this morning, a little bit more sunshine this afternoon, a high temperature of 40 at the lake, up to 48 degrees inland.
Have a wonderful Easter time. I plan to do just that. I'll be leaving you there. I'm going down to North Carolina to see my grandbaby.
Oh.
See you later. Have a
Hey, Willie,
great day.
take care. Willie, before you go, I want you to stay close to your monitor because this next lady that we'll have on the other side of the commercial is 10 years away from being yours. But you got to see what she did for her 90th birthday. Stick around.
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to come on back in just a moment. There's more ahead right after these messages.
If you're looking for distinction and value in a luxury automobile, the answer is the special edition Cadillac DeVille. Equipped with luxurious options such as Phaeton roof, gold ornamentation, and leather seating areas. At a savings of $1,490 plus a $2,000 bonus direct from Cadillac for a total of $3,490. The special edition Cadillac DeVille, changing the way you think about American automobiles.
That was fast.
I'm just a grocery animal.
Peanut butter caramel fudge?
Yeah, well, the kids... Never mind.
This isn't Wishbone Italian.
It's Kraft Italian. Thought we'd live on the edge.
This can't be as good. It tastes better.
Sweet and spicy Kraft House Italian with olive oil. It's got to be the best tasting Italian to be Kraft, America's house dressing.
I love the dressing. Now, how'd you do on the rest? Aww.
Now, how did those get in there?
It's the same old thing every day, everywhere. Phones and faxes go here, go there. When time is flying and the day's a mess. Don't miss lunch. Get new Lunch Express. Lunch Express packs a healthy punch. It's wicked delicious. Yeah, it's time for lunch.
New Lunch Express from Lean Cuisine. 10 lean, luscious lunches. Nutritious lunches you microwave and eat right out of the box. All for around $2 each. New Lunch Express from Lean Cuisine.
They had a pot of regular. You wanted decaffeinated. Try Folgers Coffee Singles, made with ground roast coffee in its own filter for one freshly brewed cup. Decaffeinated Folgers Singles, the ultimate one-cup coffee machine.
Notice anything? New Yoplait Light Custard Style. A rich new taste in light yogurt. Absolutely fat-free and guilt-free. Now that's worth noticing. New Yoplait Light Custard Style. Do it for you.
After 80 years, nothing can top it. Natural whole grain goodness. Roman meal. It's that good. After 80 years, we're still making a splash. Natural whole grain goodness. Roman meal. It's that good.
I'm State Farm Agent Jeff Libby. One of the most gratifying parts of my job is helping young parents, people who are just beginning to understand what life insurance is all about. Young couples don't need a sales talk. They just need to talk to someone who understands them and their life insurance needs. Now, I know what that promise of security means, and I don't believe there's a better promise a parent can make.
State Farm sells life insurance.
Most people mark milestone birthdays with a party, a cake, and some presents. But Marita Welch wanted to do something really special for her 90th birthday, so she went skydiving. This morning she's at our Dayton, Ohio affiliate, WKEF. Mrs. Welch, good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, a belated happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
What brought this on? I mean, this skydiving wish?
Well, I had done about everything else that I'd ever wanted to do. So when I was 85, I said if God made me live to be 90, I was going to skydive.
You've done everything else? I mean, have you always been a daredevil?
Yes, always.
Really? Never hurt yourself doing any of this stuff?
No, not really. Not really.
I understand your daughter didn't want you to go through with this.
Well, my daughter wasn't as bad. It was my two grandsons. They just were having buttons. In fact, most of the children were, but Patty, my daughter, she really kind of encouraged me. She said, you do what you want to.
Yeah? How old are your grandsons? Okay, we seem to be having some audio difficulty here, Mrs. Welch. Just hang on one sec. I'll show the footage of you diving. I think you can still hear me, of you diving, and while we try to repair the audio line. This is when you went up the other day and you were... do you have me back, Mrs. Welch? No, not yet. This was Mrs. Welch's instructor helping her in the plane, and then going back up, and as her family watched, she jumped out, pulled the chute, and because she has a plastic hip and a plastic knee, her instructor helped her with the landing, safe and sound. We're still having some difficulties with Mrs. Welch's microphone in Dayton, so we'll take a break here, and then we'll come back and continue. This is Today on NBC.